Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing. Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran.
Tried to place that one. I knew better.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Escapes the sack. Looking to scramble. Still running at the 40. And a nice pickup on the run.
And I pushed the button twice to throw that. Just didn't release it. Broke the sack on both times.
Now here they come on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 15. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got...
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs.
1 second, got to get food out the oven.
Little ones, set the tone, stay balanced.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Makes a connection. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I did not mean to keep that. That was
This
accident.
game prepared for the quarterback run. Linebackers, DBs, they're keying on him and just waiting for him to pull that football, and you saw there.
And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bearcats. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
That must have been my tight end.
Exactly
He got
what you're
horse.
supposed to. Breaks on the football.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is fluffing them out. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
A little release to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field and don't work.
Oh, my God.
Finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside.
You just have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Looking to the end zone. And
they did not let me animate.
Touchdown, Cincinnati!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got it. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Still looking on the move. Quarterback tried to
throw that away
for a while, but the defense able to
Thought
bring
I
him
hit
down.
I guess I didn't hit it.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 3rd. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up.
I definitely tried to get rid of that one.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Back to throw. It's Griffin. They're trying to get to it. It's caught. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Offense in an empty set.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
That completion delivers a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Works the middle of the field. He'll work his way down to the 28.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
He'll take a deep shot here. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's loose down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21.
Adam just sitting here chewing.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. He wants to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll have to check
How
his
in the world
feelings
did my
after that
spy
lick, but he did get the first down.
not catch
This
up?
will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout
The
in the
heck?
waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
Here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to put some leg in this one. A 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's crazy.
How nice is it as a head coach
I had
to
a
have
spy
a
and he
kicker
just
like this?
burned
It
off.
makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we
Trying to
head
call
to
a
the
fair
break.
catch there.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today.
The Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas State has the football back and they'll go on offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know, the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
He's got it on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well,
The expressway is wide open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Quickly complete. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Griffin. Quickly to the tight end. Bulldozes his way through. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got a man. It's Kirby. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Now?
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's up.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Here comes the 2-point try.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Fires and picked off.
Let's go. We didn't use the 2. Dang it.
He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 10, set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they got on 2nd and 14.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7?
Going up top.
Oh, my God.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to... He lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Yeah, that's CPU, VD. I was simming, and next thing I know, it's 17-14. And I'm like, oh, shoot. So now I got to start playing, and then I made some mistakes. So now I'm going to the well, just trying to get back in it. I'm in it, but I got to get a stop, and these jokers are dotting me up. It's one of them CPU games, man, where they don't, like, they can't be stopped.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
Like, they just
and David, how they would love
complete
to
everything.
in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you
Look,
get a little bit
see?
of rhythm, it's really hard to stop.
Completing
Jesse,
everything.
And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet.
Nice.
Everything you're picking is working.
You just got to get a stop. That's all.
Trying to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. He makes the connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking the shot.
Ooh, I'm glad he didn't go underneath because that was wide open.
Getting a hand in there.
Well, the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense.
Try going to the well one more time.
Down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good.
So I saw R1 right there, just didn't want to try it.
Does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back.
You got to get a better pass, get it off your
to
hips.
allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it.
Woo-wee. Joker's blocking.
He's brought down, but not before
I like
they
it.
pick up the big first down.
It's hard to stop great units. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Caught in the backfield It's sacked. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Touchdown, Bobcats.
All right.
They take the lead with the 6.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead.
Might not be good here. Be ready to
Set up the
scramble.
throw.
There we go.
Nice catch.
Linebacker blitzed. Wasn't expecting that.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to be successful throughout this game.
To the air. It's Griffin. Throws to the wide.
Dang it, that's where I was trying to go.
Strike downfield.
It made me
And he
like
was
stop
loose and
and
in
come
the
left.
open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle.
Fellas.
It's Clemens. And he might be
just
known
letting
for
him
one pitch, but
walk
that
down
was
the
a
field.
short and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy.
And he's running in the open.
Son of a mother, let's go.
Touchdown, Cincinnati. And they take it in
I
for
was telling them to
6
run left
points.
and
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by a field goal over Central Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Off he goes. And he'll take it in.
they're going to make me cheese. I ain't had to cheese. And I don't like doing it, but these jokers trying to knock me out the playoffs, man.
Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run.
We can't get a stop to save our lives.
Ball with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh my God. Boy, I thought he was
They
gone.
drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yeah, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right
Yes, sir.
back, Palmer.
Yes, sir.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Yes, sir.
Bringing it back.
Let's go.
Wrapped up after a
Woo!
solid return on the pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job.
Got to get this run game going now.
Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big plays.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Air Force #1. Killing it.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback keeps it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line.
Man, this is not what I want to do.
Quarterback will keep it.
We'll take
They
it.
get him on the ground after he gets enough to move.
What up, gamer kid?
There was no
I don't know
reason
where you back
to
from,
hesitate
but
on the
okay.
sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go.
Where'd you go?
Fourth and inches. If I
Say you
can't
back.
get
Where you back
inches,
from?
I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single time.
The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose
Trying to
their
get this
will in
dub
the red
against
zone
this
ball
computer,
from the
man.
13.
They've
He's
got a
giving
lead
me
here
the
in the
blues.
fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger
Nice.
as the game goes on, and that is a
Hey,
good sign
Natty's
for
is
the
a good.
offense.
Little touch pass to the receiver.
Oh my God, block.
Some hard running there, but
Hey,
just
Natty's
too
is dope,
many
man.
defenders as he stopped for a loss. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got his man.
Let's go.
Touchdown,
Let's
Texas
go.
State. What a grab and go.
Ooh-wee.
for the score.
700 versus Ole Miss. Was that a user game or CPU?
Surgical, precision passes.
UT.
Using the scalpel.
I like UT more than
Instrument rather than the blunt one.
any others, but I root for pretty much all the Texas teams, and
No answer. Just
I really, in all my leagues, I only played with Texas teams.
understanding what he's seeing. And
So I've had A&M. This is Texas State, obviously,
Lining up to tack one more
and
on
then
that lead.
so I might have missed that. You got UT in 2 leagues, TCU. I left when I was A&M, and I left that league, and I came back as TCU.
16-yard throw for the touchdown.
Yeah, Vols is a good squad as well.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get.
Make the play,
He
make the
was
play.
hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get
All
him
right,
on
we
the
gotta
ground
play
at
some
the 20.
freaking defense here, man.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back.
You got to get a stop.
yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off. Maybe get the ground game going. Maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're trying to slow that
There we
rush
go.
down with the draw. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're running the play.
Yes,
It's not
sir.
gonna be a great look defensively.
Yeah, they gotta go for this.
You got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass, and I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance.
Oh, they got me
anyways,
on the
but
D
quarterback
lineman.
has got to be a better actor.
God dang, I wouldn't have been able to get out there
And they
anyway.
reacted well to the completion, but it was too
Damn.
late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Oh, get there. Dang it, I was hoping my zone on the right would
Stop, but not before they
not
do
just
their work
cover
up top and
empty
pick up the
space.
first down. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. He just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into
I
the
can't
end zone,
move.
score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
Fumble.
They'll wrap him up. And he didn't
fumble.
find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Now adjusting.
There you
Pull
go.
it down and run. And he was fortunate not to lose
Tack.
yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion.
Are
here.
you serious?
He's got it. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want.
There we go.
And he
Dude.
can't find a receiver, and down
Alabama
he goes.
fan, a
Second
Tennessee
down here, and maybe
fan.
they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning in this offense.
Y'all
is
household
desperate to
all
make
split
something
up.
happen and do it in a hurry.
We're going to stick with it because I need the
first
spy.
down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat.
Woo!
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get to it.
Let you catch that. Oh, I thought that was fourth down.
He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Yeah, and Palmer, I
God
don't know
dang
what
it.
his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt.
I backed off because I was like, shoot, this fourth down. He catch this.
You're gonna be
It's a wrap
charged with
anyway.
having to find answers and try to slow this guy down. Today
And they're
we've
gonna
seen
come
this
out and
defense
onside
try
kick, aren't they?
blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage, they mix up
man.
personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
This has been a terrible game. I hate the way I had to play this game. Oh, they're going to kick off.
After that last field goal drive, they're
Right,
set
we
to
up by
kick it
7,
away.
so I don't have to be crazy aggressive. All I need to do is just run the ball,
Really
make them burn all their
job by the
timeouts.
coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
This is solely for them to burn a timeout. We get yards, we get yards. All I want them to do is burn that timeout.
Because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly,
Little
trying
Caesars.
to get that ball back and preserve
Who's that?
time for their offense.
What you mean it was Little Caesars? Cheesy?
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might
Dude,
look
hurry up,
past,
hurry
but
up, hurry
here
up,
you
hurry
just
up,
want to
hurry
keep
up.
that clock moving.
Holding, you got to be
There is a
kidding me.
flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up.
They got one timeout left.
Snap it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
3rd and 14, I got to hit the well one more time.
Now facing
See if it'll
3rd
pop.
and long.
You got to put the game away.
Looking down downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Oh my God, you missed.
There were
It's
serious
wide
revolutions
freaking
on that
open.
down pass, but it's incomplete.
And that is a
How
frustrating
did you
possession
miss
for this
that?
offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock.
Clean
Not
pocket,
how you
too.
manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Bro, that ends the game. Now I got to punt and make it
And the
and get a
Bobcats
stop.
line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
God dang it. And they're going to mess around and go for 2. I know they will. Oh, shoot.
Pretty solid
They on
coverage
this
there, and they'll stop it
energy.
at 26. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play
There you
within
go.
yourself, David, because
Dude.
this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. You use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Halfback.
Unleashes one. Got his man.
They got me with that
And
same
the
thing
big
earlier.
gain, and they've got it on the 46. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
I cannot believe he missed that.
This offense
That
has
throw
a second
ends the
down
game. It's a wrap.
play. To the
Now we're
air, it's
fighting for our
Griffin.
life. Oh, this safety cannot.
Unloads it downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Is incomplete. It leads to second down.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires deep
Yes,
for
sir.
the end zone.
GG.
And he
Get up out of
throws
here.
his third pick of the day.
Get up out
His
of
head
here.
has to be
Woo!
spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Good Lord.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing.
Man, they had me nervous, gamer.
Stopping the momentum late in the game when you
Had
already
me
got a lead.
nervous.
Nice job.
You're in a good spot to make the playoffs.
Their work here is
So this
virtually
loss
done.
would
No
have
need
killed
to
it.
take
We
any
would have been
more
out the
chances.
playoffs,
They'll line up
guaranteed,
in
if we took
victory
this loss.
formation. When we get to the offseason and they start
Man,
adding
them jokers
those
had me
credits,
too.
They're going to roll this game tape back to
They
show
had me
both
big
offenses.
time.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter
Oh,
what
there
either
it is right
offensive
there.
coordinator was
27
calling.
in the
Everything
second
seemed
quarter.
to work through throwing the
Bro, that's
football,
crazy. It was
the
34 to
intermediate passing
21.
game, the RPOs, the run
We
game.
just ended up
This was
having
just
569. That's crazy. Them
offensive
3
football.
interceptions are
And
crazy.
offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are
Definitely bad
ahead in this
distribution
game.
there. We gave up 2
No different.
sacks.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, our entire broadcast team,
6
I'm Reese Davis.
tackles
This
for a
has been
loss.
another presentation
3.5
of EA
sacks.
Sports
Should have
College
had more.
Football.
He broke some sacks too. Had 3 interceptions, a killer one right there at the end to end it. 4 pass deflections, no fumbles. Didn't get a touchdown even though we did have an interception. It was on a 2-point conversion. We had an interception and almost got a 2-point run back, but you know, this team's not very fast. Quarterback caught him. All right, man. God dang. Yeah, I just was like, man, let me sim through this game real quick. They were giving me the business. All right, so Southern Mississippi, last game. Got to win that one, and we should be in the CFP. Be undefeated if it wasn't for that game versus Monk. Right now, let's see, what seed am I? 12th. Yeah, so I'm on the cusp. Barely there. There's no guarantee I'll make it right at this point, but barely there. We'll see if I can get in there. All right, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all joining. Hey, good to see you again, Gamer Kid.